We're going to start a book unit. The book is On My Honor, and it's written by Marion Dane Bauer. Before I start the book, I want to give us a little talking points here. What does it mean to be on one's honor? Think about it. What is honor, and have you ever been on your honor for anything, and if so, what? Or you can also think of it this way: what is peer pressure? Have you ever been influenced to do something by a friend that you later regretted? And why do friends have such influence over us? These are really important questions and things to think about while I'm reading this book, or if you read it to yourself. Um, you're also, at the end of each chapter, going to be doing some predicting, and you'll be posting those on classroom.com. So it's really important to realize that great readers will really get engaged with their reading and think about it, and they'll make predictions. So I'm going to want your predictions to sound something like, I wonder whether. I think that Joel will probably. I think the next event to happen will be. Um, and don't worry, when you're reading it in classroom.com, I'll be pretty specific in asking the questions for your predictions so you know when to post it. So, chapter one: will Tony convince Joel to climb the bluffs once they are at the park? Why do you think so or not? I think for this recording, I'm probably only going to make it through page 3. So we'll start with that. Climb the Starved Rock Bluffs? You've got to be kidding. Joel's spine tingled at the mere thought of trying to scale the sheer river bluffs in the state park. He looked Tony square in the eye. Somebody got killed last year trying to do that. Don't you remember? Tony shrugged, popped a wheelie on his battered BMX, spun in place. Nobody knows if that guy was really trying to climb the bluffs. He might have fallen off the top, or even jumped. Joel bent over his wind speed and brushed imaginary dust off the fender. Well, I'm not going to ride out there with you if that's what you're going to do. It's dumb. He tried to sound tough, sure of himself. Maybe for once he would be able to talk Tony out of one of his crazy ideas. You don't have to climb if you're scared, Bates, Tony said. Who's scared? Joe licked his lips, which seemed to have gone dry. I'd just rather go swimming, that's all. It's going to be a scorcher today. Or we could work on our treehouse. My dad got us some more wood. We can do the treehouse later, Tony said, after we get back, and I don't feel like swimming. You never feel like swimming, Joel muttered, seeing in his mind the shining blue water of the municipal pool. The truth was, Tony rarely felt like doing anything that Joel wanted to do. Joel wondered, sometimes, why they stayed friends. There had to be something more than their having been born across the street from each other 12 years ago, their birthdays less than a week apart. Mrs. Zabrinsky, Tony's mother, started babysitting Joel after his mother went back to work, when he was 6 months old. So he and Tony had spent their baby years drooling on the same toys. Now Joel just checked in with her during the day, let her know where he was going, things like that. But he didn't know what kept him and Tony together, except after Tony's other except that after Tony, other kids seemed boring. Come on, Joel, Tony said. Ride out to the park with me today, and tomorrow I'll go swimming with you. Joel thought of the long, curving, watery slide at the pool. He sighed. Tomorrow it would probably rain, or Tony would have some other plan. As crazy as this one, he would pretend he had forgotten he promised to go to the pool. Joel resettled his lunch in the saddlebag behind his bicycle seat. It wasn't much fun to go swimming alone, but still it would be better than getting killed on the park bluffs. There were signs all over warning people to stay on the paths, and Tony wanted to climb from the riverside, no less. The front door of Joel's house opened, and his father came out with Bobby, Joel's 4-year-old brother. Mrs. Zabrinsky was Bobby's babysitter now, and their father was always the one to give Bobby his breakfast and take him to the Zabrinsky's house because his mother had to leave for work earlier than he. Seeing his father, the firm grip he maintained on Bobby's hand gave Joel an idea. He would ask for permission to ride his bike out to Starved Rock. So, Joel doesn't really want to go, but he's going to ask his dad for permission. So, that's an interesting um, perspective. Why do you guys think that he's going to ask his dad for permission to go when he doesn't even really want to go? If you can fill that out in the comments, I would appreciate it.